Any negative emotion that you're currently feeling, if you're not capitalizing on feeling that way, then you are completely missing the point of why humans feel that way, why we have these types of emotions and physical and mental feelings ingrained in our DNA, in our in our bodies, in our minds. They serve a purpose. They are meant to move us forward. They are meant to bring us awareness of something that we're not happy with. Everyone feels negative emotion from time to time, some more than others. Most of it is all self-inflicted. Do some people have harder lives? 100%. Do some people have easier lives? 100%. I'm not arguing with that. But do some people who live a harder life enjoy it more than other people who have hard lives? Yes. And it's all down to how you choose to look at it and how you process it. We've all got hardships. We've all got problems. How you choose to look at that is the main thing that will either move you forward or keep you exactly where you are. It might not be fair. Life isn't fair. You know, I might have none of the problems that you have. I can't do anything about that. I've not meant to do that. There's no point in looking at my situation and desiring that if it can't be true for you. And when I say can't be true, I don't mean what you can achieve. You can achieve anything. Don't let anyone tell you there's something that you can't do. There is always a way to do everything. Nothing is impossible in my books. That's how I live my life. That's my reality. But what I mean when I'm saying something that you can't do, comparing your life to mine, could be something as simple as routine, right? If you work a 9 to 5, don't look at me training sometimes middle of the day or making the most of my afternoon, going out, running on the moors or whatever it is. Don't look at that and compare yourself to it. It's just completely irrelevant. You can't do it. Don't give it any more thought. That's where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people cause inner turmoil because of their selection of how they look at things and nothing else. That is the cause, not one of, the cause of inner turmoil. How you choose to look at something. Now, I went to Bali in January. It's the first time I've ever been far east and experienced Eastern culture. Wow, it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes massively. These people have nothing. They have nothing, and they're far happier than us in the UK. Far happier. Love their life. You speak and you interact with these people and they just have an affinity for life. They fucking love their life. And they've got nothing. They're walking in fucking broken sandals. You're living in some hut. So it makes you think, how can that be? That's not what we're programmed to know in the UK. That's not what we've grown up knowing. You know, we equate not money to happiness for everyone, but there's a certain level of like social class or social status that we do pair with maybe happiness. These people have nothing and they're some of the happiest people I've ever met. Just think about that. If that's the case, if those people have nothing and are far happier than us, what's the variable there? What's the lever that creates that? It's the mind. It's all the mind. It's how you program your mind. I read a book recently called The 4 Agreements. I recommend this book to absolutely everybody. This is a fantastic book. And the premise of it, there is 4 agreements. Well done if you just guessed that from the title. Pretty obvious. But the premise of it is, since you were born, you've adopted society's norms, standards, ideas, theories, beliefs, without challenging them, without coming up with your own, without exploring these ideas. Those beliefs then are used as the metric for which you value or you assess your current life or lifestyle, and whether you're doing well, whether you're doing bad, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you should be further in life or you're lagging behind, or all of the ways in which we self-analyze and self-criticize ourselves are based on beliefs you didn't even choose to adopt. They're just beliefs that you adopted naturally. That's what the 4 Agreements, the book, The 4 Agreements, is essentially outlining. It's making you reprogram your brain, or at least rethinking about it. You won't change every single belief. There will be some beliefs that you've just picked up and adopted from young that you still believe now, but there will be a hell of a lot that you think, why the fuck do I believe that? And it's only you putting thought into it where you will realise that. I really recommend that. The Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. Unbelievable read. I'd say my favourite book that I've read this year so far, and I've read about, I think I've done like a book a month. What we in April? I think I've done like 3 or 4. You decide, you control, and you create exactly how your life goes. Every single part of it. Everything you don't have is because you've not pursued it with enough intention, with enough structure. Everything you do have is because you have pursued it. That can be things that you're proud of. It can also be things that you're not proud of. I can look back in my life. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone then. I can look back in my life and think of situations that I've created that I still feel guilty for, or I'm still ashamed of some of the things that I've done. And I can see how I instigated that. I'm not just talking about the actions that brought that event on or whatever happened. I'm talking about the frame of mind that I was operating in at that time. It's very, very clear now. Now that I understand that we are the dictators of our life. There's no point in a victim mindset blaming other people for where you're at. There is no point in that. Now, here's the thing that people don't understand when it comes to just putting excuses out there for why they can't do this or why they can't do that. You might be right. Whatever barrier you're bringing up as to why you're not where you want to be, you might objectively be right. Do you know what, mate? With your schedule and work and family life, you don't have a lot of time, correct? But what are you going to fucking do about it? What are you going to do about it? There's something you can do. You might not be able to do what everyone else can do. Don't focus on that. There's no point focusing on that. That's stupid. Why would you even look at these people? Find someone else. You know, the Instagram now, half of the world is on social media. You don't think there's someone out there that has got your problem right now and is finding a way around it? You're fucking lost mentally if that's what you think. There is someone out there with your exact problem in a slightly different way, probably 10 times worse, thriving. There's no point in just coming up with fucking excuses all the time. You dictate what happens. If you're not happy with what is going on, only you have the power now to actually do something about it. Only you, no one else. There is not even a coach that can help you. And you might think, well, that's not giving coaches a very good name. No, you're missing the point. If you don't want to help yourself, if you just constantly play on ultra defensive mode and you think, I can't do this, I can't do that, lose a mindset, you know, what is a coach going to do? They're not there to babysit you. They're there to get the best out of you, and they will. I will. That's literally my mission with my lads. But they've got to want it first. It's all within. It all starts within. Internal before external. Be the person before you get the thing. People focus on the thing. Don't worry about the thing yet. Keep it in the back of your mind. Be the person who is worthy of achieving that thing. I would say it would be pretty accurate to say that most people in life aspire to have more money. I'm not saying a shit ton of money. More money than they currently have. More time freedom than they currently have. Progress further in their career and business. Maybe have a slightly nicer car. Maybe a slightly nicer house. They maybe want to be able to go on a few nicer holidays than they currently do. They want to look better than they currently do. And they want a stronger mindset than they currently possess. But think about the person and the behaviours and the thought patterns of the person that has all those things, that are slightly upgraded from the current version of you. So if you apply that to yourself, the example that I've just mentioned there, where you just want slightly better this, slightly better that, which is not a bad thing. But if you want a slightly upgraded version of yourself and your life than you currently have, you've got to live as that version, because the current you isn't going to be able to achieve that. You have to elevate. You have to elevate your standards. You have to elevate how you're thinking, your habits, how you spend your time. Don't waste as much time. Be more accurate with the time that you are spending working towards whatever it is you're going for. You have to live and breathe as that person before the things that are attached with being that person come to fruition. If you're currently operating in a low energy state, but you want in the world, complete misalignment. Like how are you ever going to get to that position, you know? So yeah, I'll end this one here, lads. Just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm going to go and edit this now. I'm going to see how this footage looks. I might put it in black and white if the lighting's off. It looks a bit of a weird sort of colour. But yeah, go forward with intention today, guys. Go forward with intention in your week. Think about what I've said. Spend some time in your day thinking. There's too many distractions. There's too many things that put us on autopilot and take us away from being present. That is going to be my next video. That is something that has been a game changer for me. But yeah, make some time. Consider these things. Keep grafting, boys.